Hi everybody.
Hi.
So we're here to review the new movie Jurassic World that just came out last Friday. We went to go see it last night. This video will be out tomorrow. So we went to go see it on Monday night. And we went to go watch it at a drive-in. So that was a pretty cool experience. It was a little bit upstate New York. But yeah, it was pretty awesome watching it in the comfiness of your BMW, watching the dinosaurs roar and on the radio, right? Eating stale popcorn. But yeah, Jurassic World. Let's talk about it, shall we? What did you think of Jurassic World, babes?
I thought it was amazing.
Yeah?
I like Chris Pratt and his raptors.
And his raptors.
I like the kids. No, I didn't really like the kids.
I like the...
No, I didn't like any of the kids.
I like the littlest kid.
No, I didn't like any of the kids.
You don't like anybody, that's why.
Yeah.
I hated the black hair kid though.
Yeah.
He was such a douchebag. But yeah, what else did you like? You like the fight?
Yeah.
The fight at the end?
Mm-hmm. That was cool.
Yeah. There were a lot of great like action scenes. And like great deaths. Right?
Nobody died.
What do you mean nobody died?
Who died? Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I don't remember anything that happened yesterday.
Remember that lady that was watching the kids when the pterodactyls were catching her?
Yeah, I know. I don't know. Guys, I'm like really vitamin D deficient. I just thought I'd put that out there, and also iron deficient.
This is turning into a different video. A confessional.
I'm sorry if I sound stupid.
Okay. But yeah, one of the best deaths I've seen was when the pterodactyls caught, like, spoilers, I guess. Like, I'm sure everybody's seen the movie.
Yeah.
Like, we're not gonna spoil, but there might be, like, little things. So, like...
You just spoiled that whole part.
I just said pterodactyls.
And then you were like the lady who was watching them.
Alright, so the lady who's watching them, fucking spoilers, if you didn't see the movie, go fuck yourself and get off my plane. Alright. Alright, so the lady who's watching the kids, was the pterodactyls pick her up, and then it drops her, and then the other one catches her.
Mm-hmm.
And then what happens, like... they drop her into the water.
This is just the whole movie. See?
They drop her into the water, and then the one goes in the water, and scoops her up, and then it goes into the mouth of that huge sea beast. That was a pretty awesome death. What else did you like?
I liked how they had like little things that hinting towards like the first movie.
Yeah, that was definitely like one of my major positives of the movie. I thought
they had an Indian Jeff Goldblum.
They had it in.
I'm pretty sure that's just
yeah.
Jeff Goldblum with a tan.
the guy who was like owner of the park or whatever. He died.
What do you mean?
His helicopter crash. Remember?
Yeah, I know.
So people do die.
Okay.
And we were like watching the movie and we realized how like the characters of the movie of this one kind of were like representations of the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Like Chris Pratt was like the main guy, the first one, and the Bryce Dallas Howard, the main chick, was kind of like Dr. Hammond, and Jeff Goldblum was in it.
Yeah, the guy who looked like Jeff Goldblum.
So yeah, like I like that a lot. Like how they paid a lot of respect to the original movie. They didn't just be like, oh, this is our own movie, fuck the original. Like especially when they went to the old room. From the first movie, that was really good.
But I didn't understand how the kids were
so this
smart.
is like one of the negatives. Like, it was so convenient.
It was kind of cliche, too. So
we'll talk about the negatives, too, because it did have some negatives. But, like, definitely one negative is what we're talking about is, so the original Jeep from the first movie is just in this little, in the room from the first movie, and the kids go there, and they're just like, oh, remember when we were like 5 years old and we fixed that Mustang?
Yeah,
it's like,
it doesn't make any sense.
So they like rebooted like a fucking 30-year-old car. Like they're like 15 years old.
Yeah,
and it was just
doesn't make any sense.
So convenient. But I liked how they had the night vision goggles that the kid had from the first one. They used the banner that said "When dinosaurs ruled the world" as fire. What other scenes? You said, remember when they were like upside down in the hamster bowl?
there's like these robotic car things.
That's yeah, like hamster balls, pretty much.
And it's supposed to keep you safe. But then the hybrid weird
dinosaur, Indominus Rex.
Whatever. It like bites it and like starts smashing it down the ground like in the first movie.
Yeah,
with
when they're in
the Jeep was upside down.
Yeah, so they had that. They also at the end when when the T-Rex broke the skeleton. Like the first movie, so they paid a lot of homage and tipped their cap to the original movie, which I loved. That was easily a huge positive for me. And the start with the music, the original music, when they first go to Jurassic World and it plays the theme that we keep singing. You know, so I'm glad they kept that. I thought, like we said, the action scenes were great. The dinosaurs looked great. Like the computer effects of the dinosaurs looked great. And I liked how I like the story of how it was like a theme park, but like dinosaurs are now pretty much thought of like petting zoo animals.
Yeah, it was like a zoo.
It was like a zoo, yeah. Like the way they had the raptors in containment.
And actually, I was reading something before I came here that a lot of people are saying that the part with the sea thing looked a lot like SeaWorld.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
A lot of people were saying like, oh, that's a kind of a representation. This is like, oh, animal activists.
Yeah.
But like people are saying, you know, keeping animals in captivity. They kind of, you know, start to.
Right.
Attack back.
Yeah.
What do you call it?
Revolt. Yeah. I thought like a lot of it was talking about animal rights.
Yeah.
A lot of the movie, the way they held the raptors in containment like that with their like the muzzles on them and just staying still, and the way they're trying to train the raptors to like do tricks and stuff. That's like not in their nature. And
just the fact that they were trying to make their own
exactly,
you know, breed of dinosaur.
Yeah, just to sell bucks.
Yeah, you know, it's kind of like how zoos and aquariums are today.
Right, the way how are we gonna get people to come to zoos and aquariums by bringing in a bigger attraction, a newer attraction, and that's exactly what they talk about. They use the genes of a T-Rex and a raptor and this animal that could camouflage and this animal that could, you know, change thermal radiation, and it's like you don't realize what you're fucking making here. And it had the themes of the first one of man playing God. I did like that, you know, the same way Dr. John Hammond played God with creating the dinosaurs again. But yeah, and the fact that they just created their own, you know, hybrid dinosaur to try to bring in bucks and, you know, to not realize, you know, what they were getting themselves into, the whole man not being able to control his greed.
Yeah.
And like putting others at risk and putting, you know, and they treat, especially the military guy, just treating the dinosaurs like, you know, like they weren't like living beings, was kind of like a representation of, you know, an evil bastard with animals. So yeah, I liked a lot of that. Negatives. I just do want to say the final fight was fucking epic.
Yeah, we were both in the car.
I was screaming, like, because, spoiler, we've spoiled so much already. Let's just... So the Indominus Rex, which is the big bad dinosaur, and you didn't see Jurassic Park 3, but I'm so glad they did this. In Jurassic Park 3, they have a new dinosaur, it's called the Spinosaurus, and the Spinosaurus just kills off a T-Rex in like a minute. And it's like, dude, you're just like totally like sticking the middle finger up at the first Jurassic Park by just killing off the T-Rex like it's nothing. I am so glad that like they brought the T-Rex back to do the job. Like it's like, yeah, that's the fucking one that made the movie, you know? It's like without the T-Rex, you know, you don't have Jurassic Park. So when the raptors were like teaming up with the T-Rex, that shit was awesome. Because like in the first movie they were fighting and now they're like bros and stuff.
Yeah.
But it was epic. It was fucking epic, that fight. Like, that's why I fell in love with the T-Rex when I was a kid, even though it was a bad dinosaur in the first movie. But yeah, the effects were great. And what I did like about this movie, over the this is easily, first of all, the best of the sequels to Jurassic Park. Like 2 and 3 are nothing compared to this one. I did like. This is, to me, was the more interesting thing of the movie, was the relationship between the dinosaurs, rather than the relationship to the humans. because I felt like the relationships with the humans, like Chris Pratt and the main girl, was just so cliche. Like you just have to.
You knew.
Yeah, and it's like it's so like convenient that they're gonna.
I didn't like the first scene with the both of them where they were kind of like.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
Really hinting at that.
Yeah, it was like.
Or something.
It was like it just felt out of place. It's like not that type of movie.
Yeah.
He's like talking about like having sex and stuff.
It was weird. I didn't like that.
It was so awkward and like. I just don't think they didn't need a romance like that. That just felt so cliche. Like, with the first movie, they already had an established romance, the guy and the girl. So, but here it's like trying to spark something. It's like, come on. But rather than that, I like the relationship with the dinosaurs. Mm-hmm. Like, the raptors and the Indominus Rex, when they were talking.
Oh, yeah, that was really cool, because it's...
Yeah.
You wouldn't expect...
Yeah, because...
That wasn't something that I thought...
Right.
Would happen.
Yeah, it was like... It just caught me off guard. The way they communicated with each other was like it was like you think these freaking things are real, It's like you're watching a movie. It's like, and then the way the T-Rex and the Raptors like got on the same page to like go against the Indominus Rex and they parted ways. I was so interested in the psychology and like the communication between the animals and the dinosaurs rather than the the cliche stereotypes of the human characters. That was one of the negatives. So yeah, as we said, one of the negatives is the stupid romance plot that just felt out of nowhere.
Especially the older kid with his...
Oh, he was such a douchebag. Oh, I'm so hot. Look, I'm gonna stare at girls like for 5 minutes.
Yeah, that was
so creepy. They're like girls like 25 and he's like 15. He's like, oh, I'm gonna undress them with my eyes. It's so stupid. Like that kid pissed me off, and I didn't like for the first hour of the movie, like the plot of the kids just felt so disconnected from the plot of everything else that was going on. Because like with the first movie, the kids were involved in everything.
Yeah.
But like they were on their own. And it was like, why are we looking at these kids if they're not even part of the main story? Mm-hmm. So I didn't like that. I thought the military guy was totally useless, honestly. The fat fuck.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't like... You didn't need that because at least with the first movie, the reason why the park went into haywire was because that fat fuck was doing his thing and he like opened up all the controls. Mm-hmm. This guy, it wasn't because of him that this chaos happened. He just added another... I just thought it was an unneeded like subplot. Mm-hmm. Like I didn't really care about him. Did you?
No.
Yeah, I thought it was overkill. Yeah, I was happy when I thought like they just added him in just so he could die. Like just so you could cheer when he died, But I really didn't care for that. I think they could have cut that part of the story out. But yeah, I did like that they went the way of, creating the Indominus Rex to create a new dinosaur, but still, it's it's the T-Rex's bitch. I'm glad they did that. And my favorite part of the movie was when they have like the nerdy like technician dude, and then they have the nerdy girl, and like they work at the technician spot. This was like kind of like a contrast to the cliche Chris Pratt girl kissing, like being in love. So she's like, oh, I'm gonna leave now, their military's taking over the park, and he's like, I'm gonna stay behind, and he's trying to be a hero, and he goes up to kiss her and she's like, I have a boyfriend. I thought that was so funny. It's like, because every movie, like, oh, macho man, he's gonna kiss the girl and they're gonna fall in love and fuck, just like Chris Pratt and the other girl. But it was pretty awesome. I would have liked to see like a cameo.
Oh yeah, that would have been
one of the original people. Even they did do a lot of stuff from the first movie, but I would like to see like, maybe a Jeff Goldblum appearance, or even though he was in it.
Yeah, he just had
I would have liked a Jeff Goldblum appearance, or like the main guy or the girl. But besides that, it was a great movie. Like thrills, a lot of great action scenes, and I really liked the whole animals' rights thing it took with it. I thought it was really, it took it to like a different layer of story, rather than just redoing the first movie. It went somewhere else. Yeah, so there are some negatives I had, but overall, liked it a lot. You?
I really liked it.
Yeah, I definitely recommend to go see it. If you don't know what a popcorn summer blockbuster movie is, this is what it is. You just eat your popcorn senselessly while you're watching crazy things happen on the screen, like pterodactyls catching girls and throwing them into the mouth of a sea beast. Like, you can't really top that. Yeah, so great movie. What do you give it?
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Mm-hmm. Favorite movie of all time?
Maybe like a 9.8 out of 10.
Okay, so she loved it. I'm gonna give it. I would give it. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. Yeah, 8 out of 10. Solid movie. I just thought only reason I don't give it higher is because of the cliches, because of the useless military guy, and because of the stupid kid. He just ruined a lot of things for me. And just like the disconnect for the first hour between the kids and the rest of the story just felt like it wasn't going anywhere. But yeah, 8 out of 10. She gives it a 9 point something. She doesn't really have a thing, but she loved it. So yeah, definitely go see Jurassic World. Right? Would you recommend it?
Yes. Go watch it.
Yeah,
now.
And go watch it now. I'm sure everybody has. It
Yeah.
made like fucking $100 billion. But yeah, Jurassic World, 2 thumbs up. All right, until next time.
Bye.
Bye.